launch into the stream?
Yep.
Awesome.
Going live. You are live. Think? Yes? Hello, everyone. How are we all doing today? I hope it's quite well. I'm doing quite well. So yeah. If there's anything going on with my audio, the video, the music, let me know. I'll do my best to change it. If any problems, just let me know. Yeah. In the chat, the moderators should be able to answer any questions you guys might have that I don't get to or don't notice. But yeah, feel free to ask questions in chat. Feel free to say hi, all of that stuff. Other than that, let's get started. So, I'm guessing a lot of you have seen the title for today's stream. The next update announced. Not clickbait. Let's announce the next update. So, I won't be giving a exact date. Or really that exact of a date. Besides sometime before the new year. So, this year, 2021. Within the next 2 months, we will be having an update. This update will contain a multitude of things. The primary of those being our new battle tile map update. So, for those of you who don't know what this is, I've covered it a bit before on some of our streams. But so a lot of you, I'm going to assume most or not all of you, if not all of you, have played Total War before. But if you haven't, well, here's what I'll say. In the newer games, and pretty much throughout the whole series, there is a system when you are playing the campaign, when you're playing the game, and a battle is met, and you go down into your battle map mode. The terrain of that battle, the location of it, the rivers, the hills, the mountains in the background, the forests, that is all dynamically generated, based off of something that is called the battle tile map, which is pretty much, think of it as a big, I can't think of the right word right now, but a big puzzle. Yes. That wasn't exactly the word I was thinking of. What is like the thing that grannies knit? The, tapestry. A tapestry. A big tapestry of battle maps. Like what you play on when you play the mod. Of, cities, rivers, forests, all of those. All sewn together into this one big tapestry of the world. Of course, typically that's going to be Europe or whatever. And so one of our things that we have to do is we have to make the Middle Earth version of that. We have to sew together all of these pieces, whether they be custom pieces we've made, or the more basic forests, hills, and whatnot that can be taken from the base game. And we have to sew them all together and make the battle tile map so that you guys can play on that and can do those dynamic kind of battles without those weird river borders and stuff that some of you might be familiar with. So that you can fight at Edoras with the White Mountains in the background, or fight on the slopes of Mount Doom with the Great Mountains in the background. A lot of mountains in the background. It's very nice oftentimes. And so, of course, you might be thinking, well, don't we need the full campaign for that? And that's still ways off. There's still work that needs to be done with that. There actually has been some really fun stuff done on that I will showcase a bit later on. But there's another thing. With this battle tile map, we also have the ability in the custom battles. So when you go in and you play a multiplayer battle or a single player battle against the AI, you have this map. It will look something similar to this in style. Parchment-looking thing, a map of Europe, typically. where you can click around and select a battlefield. Constantinople, Rome, Alexandria, wherever. And that is interacting with the tapestry of battle maps, like you would have if you were playing the campaign and you were to meet and join a battle at that location. So what we can do currently with the technology, with the things that we have discovered, designed, and made, is we can allow you guys to access that by making our own custom battle map, tile map, which would be a tapestry, as I said, of all of our battle maps that we have made so far. And so that is what this update is going to be. This also allows us to bring in... So that is what this update is going to be. It will be dynamic, procedurally generated in some places, more fine-tuned, as some of you may have seen from the poll that I posted on our Discord. I don't know if someone can actually link the Google form in the chat for me, and more fine-tuned in other places, such as those detailed there, which I was gathering your opinions on. But sorry, I got a bit off topic there. That is what this update is. It is the battle maps of Middle-earth. And, well, I'm going to be showing you some of this stuff. It's amazing. I love it. It's one of my favorite parts of Total War. But, in addition, this allows us, the battle time map, to unlock some possibilities that weren't really there before. To do new things. One of those, the first one, I have a few here, is naval battles. Coastal battles, port assaults. So combined arms, you could say. If you have your ships, you have your boats, you have your ships, and you have your infantry, your people on land, fighting, coming in from both directions. Because for that to work, you need to have the game to be able to know, oh, this battlefield is on a coast. And of course, if you just have those standalone battlefields, the game doesn't know that. But when you tie it all together in the big tapestry, the game realizes, okay, this is coastal, this is a port. Now, we have boats, we have infantry, land units. So, that is another thing that we are adding. Ships. Not the most detailed ships, a lot of them will be more of the basic models, though we have actually been gifted some better models by Snowy User, another modder on Steam, who made a while back his own separate Lord of the Rings mod. He has gifted us some of his pretty amazing Gondorian and Umbarian ship models, so look forward to seeing those. So yeah, we have the battle tile map, the dynamic battles, we have ships, and we have another thing. So, Middle-earth has a lot of iconic locations. I'm sure you all know that. But some of them are very interesting, of course. Places that don't really fit in your typical mindset of a European map, or whatever, of medieval, Dark Ages time period. Let me take a sip of water real quick. And need a bit more finesse to get them to really work, whether it be because they're too big, too complicated in ways, or have their own unique quirks, such as being underground, which, some of you may have already known, is one of the big things in this update. We have the Mines of Moria coming. A 3, 4, 5-ish part map, comprised of the East Gate of Moria, Darrow-Delph, the Mithril Mines, and the West Gate of Moria, which I can't remember its name right now. All of which will be strung together under these, I'm proud to say, I think I actually modeled these on stream, big mountain coverings going over all of them, giving you that dynamic feeling of fighting your way through the Misty Mountains. And while I won't specifically reveal, there may or may not be another such iconic map coming with this update. You'll have to see if you can use context clues based on some of the stuff that we might be doing during this stream to figure out what it is. But yes, so those are the things that we have coming. In addition to a multitude of other typical things, units and whatnot. We have dynamic battles, naval assaults, and unique cities. So yeah, those are the contents of this coming update. And now, I've said that, I would be completely open to any questions in the chat on Discord. Send them my way, and I will answer them as I get set up some of the stuff that I'm going to be working on today. So yeah, please throw any questions you have my way, and I will do my best to answer them. Anything in relation to the update, and maybe beyond that. Throw all of the questions my way. And actually, on that topic, this map that you see here that I've had up is the beautiful new selection map made by our one and only Hagnaz, one of our team members. So this right here is the map that you can actually interact with in the game to select your various locations, where you'll be doing battle and whatnot. You know, you click around, you got the little pop-ups and whatnot. So yeah. You'll notice that part of the map is cut off. This section, while it will be featured in a later update, will not be featured in this specific update. I'm very sorry to disappoint with that, but it was due to a multitude of things, including no real custom maps being in that section right now, and us wanting to be able to focus our time on the western and southern portions of the map. Moreover, Arnor is not yet in the game. Though it is planned eventually, and I believe if you're on our Discord, you can view some of the concept work for it. But I don't believe modeling has really started on it yet. Okay, so a question from Roman Carr. So, how does Moria work in the campaign map with building slots if it's comprised of 5 cities right next to each other? So, it's not 5 cities, it's 3 cities, but then the 5 comes from there being some extra in-between maps, passages and whatnot, where you're fighting as you traverse your way between the cities. And so that will mean there will be 3 cities, 2 walled, 1 unwalled, I believe. For Moria, each with their own building slots and whatnot, each functioning as their own cities. So you could theoretically have an entire military campaign going through Moria, taking one city and then the next, pushing your way through, as the Dwarven expeditions had to do. Alejandro HDTTT asks, do they actually make money making this mod? No, we are completely non-profit. We don't accept any kind of donations. The best way, if you feel like you want to help us out, and you'd want to give money, share the mod, share streams, YouTube videos with other people. Join our Discord, link to which is in the description. Just help tell more people about the mod. Help contribute by giving us feedback and whatnot. And that is really the best way you can help us. So, a bit of sad news, you could say. As part of this tapestry of maps that we have to stitch together, we need the raw data for them. Raw data versus working data. Raw data being the unprocessed stuff, the raw material that you can mold and shape into whatever you want. Think of it like clay in a kiln, making pots and whatnot. Before you put it into the kiln, you can still mold it, move it, make it whatever you want. But once you fire it in the kiln, it's now hard. You can't really... I believe Khazad-dûm is the name of all of Moria. You can't really mold it anymore, make it anymore. That would be, but it's also the final working product. You're not going to give someone a raw clay pot. You're going to give them the final fired ceramic product. And so that would be, the ceramic product would be the working data, the raw clay would be the raw data. And so that raw data is what is needed for the battle tile map. But sadly, our mod has been in development for a while. And over that time, we've had multiple map makers come and go, lose files, have computers corrupt and whatnot. So we only had a portion, and then additionally new maps being made, of our old raw data. And also some of our old maps needed reworking due to just being non-unsatisfactory, too jank, too unbalanced, or whatnot, or not fitting new requirements needed by the battle tapestry. Some of our maps have very sadly been cut, some of them have been updated. So with this release, on the battle map, there will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, so 10, 11, 12. There will be 12 total unique sieges. Some of the other ones, such as Umbar, are sadly not going to be included in this update, or at least in the overall battle tapestry. They might still be playable outside of it, but sadly you won't be able to do naval assaults on Umbar due to the fact that we very sadly lost the raw data for that. And then there are some others, but those 12 maps, I'm sure you guys would like to hear about them. So I'm going to bring something up in just a moment. It'll take me a second, and while I do, I'll answer a few questions. Will you release for the other modders the tools to edit the campaign map after you finish? Yes. They will be for the public to use. Anyone and everyone will be able to use them. Will the goblins be a faction in this update? I don't believe so. And as I said, I'm not giving any real details about the factions or units coming in the update, only the battle map stuff. Because that is what I'm working on, that is the main focus of this update. So I'm opening up this here. You might find this map to be quite peculiar. What is this? It just looks like a bunch of bright colors. Well, indeed it is bright colors. But don't necessarily think of this. Think of this as a map, a set of points with RGB, red, green, blue, values. Each of those red, green, blue values being associated with a specific tile, a battlefield. And so, when red, in this format of this battle tile map here, this itself is the raw data of the battle tile map, it then is able to be processed into that tapestry itself. Each of these little pixels here is representing one of those individual maps being stitched together into the tapestry. I need to stop using that what's the word for it? I don't know. So anyway, on this, you can see a few of the maps that are going to be included where they're placed. So our first up here is Naval. I believe I actually did do this one on stream. This would be one of our naval one of our port assaults. It is a Gondorian city of about medium size, with a large river going through the middle, made by Lolwut, one of our devs. Over here is this Gondorian city of Londgallen, another bit larger actually than Analond, port city of Gondor, another port assault. Quite a nice map. I think we also featured this one. And another one, which will go right here. I won't say too much on this one, besides that it's being made mainly by Lolwut, and that it is still work in progress, but it should hopefully be featured in the update. For those of you who know what the city is that falls right here, you know what it is. But I won't say much more than that, because while that one is planned for this update, there's still a chance that that specific map won't make it for the update. Another one over here. This was actually the first one that I did, made up for this map. This one is made by Alec, the Crap Shack, who is here in the call with me. I don't know if you said hi yet. Oh, there he is.
Yeah, no, I haven't been monologuing for a long time.
Oh, I'm sorry. I've been talking for too long.
It's very
yeah,
impressive.
my mouth is like totally... Hello, everyone. Very sorry. I'm back. Hello. Hello. Sorry about that. Damn, I was over 100 viewers. I don't know if it'll go back up. I was keeping it over 100. Damn internet. Alright, so we're back. Very sorry. Just while people come back in, I'm going to answer a few questions. Sorry that the internet just went poof for a moment. How many people are working on the mod? Our team is about 20, I believe. Thank you for those very nice compliments about us writing modding history. Thank you again. Seeing a lot of nice compliments. The campaign map is still maybe a year. My internet.
You're down bad.
Yeah, I utterly despise my internet. And then it was the most views we've ever had. Concurrent viewers.
Yeah,
and I was holding it. I was going like 20 minutes with like 130 viewers. And then bam. God damn. Okay, I'm back again. I'm currently working to try and fix my internet problem. I may have to end up going offline for like 2 minutes in a moment planned to get it fixed for a moment. I'm switching over some of the stuff. But in the meantime, I really hate my internet sometimes. So online again, I'm alive. So sorry about this. So back to listing off the different maps that we have. Another Gondorian city, good sized again. The city of Lynn here. Over here in Gondor. Not quite a port city, more of a coastal city, so to say. And then over here, another Gondorian city. We have a lot of them coming here this update. We have the city of Caris Eilith, made by our Stronk Mercenary. Stronk made this one, right?
Yeah, that's...
Made by Stronk Mercenary.
Yes, that's right.
His first major siege map, and it's a pretty good one too. I really like it. There's this little waterfall in it, and it's perfection. So, not to overly spoil Gondor, let's come back over here to Rohan. So, currently here, more unique maps, we have two, really. Edoras and Dunharrow. A duo, so to speak. Along the same river, and actually, Edoras and Dunharrow. I'm sure most of you have seen Edoras before. And Dunharrow is a new map as well. I may show it off here.
It's been remade.
Yes, it's been remade. It's a new version.
Already,
So, Edoras, major city, major Rohan city, and Dunharrow is actually an unwalled city, so a minor settlement, where I'm sure some of you know how it works. Some of you know how it works in game, where you've got your walled settlements, which you do sieges on with siege engines, catapults, and whatnot, and then your unwalled settlements, which you just rush right in and then you fight through the streets. And so, not yet on this map, there will be a few Rohan default settlements as well scattered about. These are ones already in the mod. The Rohan basic keep, small keep, large keep, small town, large town, those ones. So then, moreover, coming up here, we have our centerpiece, Piastal Resistance. I don't know if I pronounced that right. I don't think I did. I'm sorry to anyone who's French who heard me butcher that so badly. Sorry, Agnes. So here we have the three big cities of Moria. Eastern Moria, Therodelph, Central Moria, Zarek Zigdral? Mithril Mines? Did I get that right?
That's what I call it.
Yes. And
It's
then
the American name.
Western Gate, the West Gate, which I don't remember its name either.
That is the mountain is Silvertine.
It's Silvertine.
Burin might be
Yes.
more iconic.
So,
the glowy blue.
glowy blue door. Blue door place. That's what this is. So these three, you can see here how they're sort of situated, nestled into the mountains. And don't be worried, they will have their own mountains going over them. Are three more of our siege maps. One of them, Zarek Zidril here, which will be a Wallace siege. So then over here, we have as the final map, Dale. And this is a new version of Dale. It is not a Battle of Three Armies map, as Erebor, Battle of the Five Armies. It's not a Battle of the Five Armies map, as Erebor will actually be separate. While the Erebor siege map itself will not be included in this update, a placeholder for that nice visual backdrop might be. So with that, I do believe also this has completed very nicely. So with that, I do believe that is my summarization of the update. But hearing about it and looking at pictures, raw data, that's one thing. That's not very cool. Who likes that? That's what I do every day. So, please excuse a few moments of technicalness as I set up a few pack files here so that we can look at some of this stuff in game. You know, it's one thing seeing the files, it's another seeing everything put together.
I can answer a question while you did that.
Sure.
So someone asked about the starting, who's starting Moria, I guess. The goblins start off with Moria, and there will be dwarves there. It will be Balin's expedition, and that will be the opening battle for the goblin faction to wipe out Balin and his dwarves. So there won't be a dwarven Khazad-dûm faction, though.
That would be Erebor. You can retake it as Erebor.
Oh wait, shoot, I just realized I muted you because I was trying to mute myself.
Erebor will also have a map inside the mountain. It will be pretty similar to Moria, I presume.
Pass of the
Pass of
No
the
shit,
Dead.
sorry, I was muted.
That
I
map.
muted it again. Sorry, folks. We're back here for a moment. I've got my internet fixed, so we are going to, please stay. We're going to go offline for at most 2 minutes so that we can get good internet, so you can hear us better, and there's no chance of it going kaput. So, we'll be back in 1 minute. Actually, it might not even go offline, because I need to hook up my Ethernet. Got this Ethernet here, but it wasn't hooked up. So yeah, while that goes, Alec, if you can answer some more questions.
Yeah, someone asked about the pass of the dead. I don't know what it's called. I know the actual cave part where the Earthbreakers are. We're not doing that, but I think the pass of the dead may be playable or will be visible from Dun Harrow.
Yes, you can actually see it in Dunharrow. It's quite cool and spooky.
Okay.
Okay, so that should pop on in a moment. So now that we're back here, gotta keep going. I keep the energy for going. Okay, so what I'm doing right now, if Alec wants to answer, Fanghorn. Sorry, I'm a bit out of breath. I was running around trying to get that, trying to get my Ethernet set up.
I don't know anything about a Fanghorn map. I haven't heard any talk about it.
I kind of do. I'll say that in a minute.
Go ahead.
So, Fanghorn, and actually this is something, if you guys see, I don't, actually, Zarn, could you please find the poll that I posted in announcements on the server and pin it in, yes, that. well, can you pin the poll link in the chat? So, this is one of those things that I want some opinions on. Whether or not places like Mirkwood and Fanghorn, you should be able to be allowed to do battles all throughout. Because typically, in the base game, those really dense forest areas, while you can play next to them, outside of them, in some parts, aren't all playable. But, of course, within Lord of the Rings, and places like Mirkwood and whatnot, it's a bit different. So what I'm wondering is, what do you guys want from that? Fully playable Mirkwood, Fanghorn, with their own big custom maps with huge sprawling trees that even thinking of will get half of the dev team to want to kill me for suggesting? Or something else, some mix in between. That's what this poll that Zarn just so kindly posted there. I'm going to pin that. Pin. Yeah, I think I pinned it. I've never done that before. Which will... Yeah, so I actually want your feedback on stuff like Fanghorn. Because I still haven't made up my mind on that. You guys have the complete and utter opportunity to sway my opinion on it. We could have big Fanghorn maps, or Fanghorn could just be off in the distance.
I have an idea if we do that.
Oh?
We could model Treebeard and the Ents as buildings.
Animated buildings, like, kind of like very...
Like, they don't even have to move, like, when they're asleep. Like, when Merry and Pippin climb up.
That would be good.
We could just have Treebeard just as, like, an Easter egg in the forest.
Yeah, I like that idea.
Yeah.
That's sweet.
We could have some form of events, because obviously animating them and what fashion
Animating
they
them.
feel on is... Yeah, it's just more
Scary.
trouble than it's worth.
Yep, indeed. Alright, more questions. Submarine Numenor map. On it. Hey, reconnected! It says I reconnected. Am I back? Alec, am I alive?
Yeah, I hear you.
Woo! Okay, that should be the last internet trouble. That was my Ethernet going on unexpectedly. And just like, vooping on. Alright, so. Now, with all that out of the way, hopefully that's all of our technical... Is it working now? No. What? Why?
You were going through it.
I'm going through it. I'm like sweating because I'm just so stressed. It works? Hey! Alright. Knock on wood. Maybe it's working now. God damn it.
I think it's...
Oh, it's still working?
Yeah, I think it's still working.
Because, like, I'm seeing my icon flip-flop back from...
Just, yeah, it's working.
I'm seeing my icon flip-flop back from Ethernet to Wi-Fi. I'm like, what's going on? Ah! Okay, but we're back, and now we get to see the fun stuff. I know. For those of us... So, here we are in game. It is, of course, different seeing things with your own eyes in game. So here we have the map. It's a map. Hold on, let me switch OBS real quick, so that you guys just see Total War Attila. Where is OBS? Somehow I've killed OBS and I can no longer access OBS. That's not good. Okay, so I guess we're watching it like this. I have no clue how I'm gonna end the stream since I no longer can access OBS, so I just have to stream. Guess I just have to stream until, like, I explode. That would suck. So, here we have it, in game. And as you can see here, I toggle over to Port Assault. I have, these are the ones that I have set up right now. Long Gallon, why isn't it working? Might be going through some technical difficulties right now. Seeing as Long Gallon's missing. but that's just because I just loaded this up for the first time a moment ago to test something. So, while there are some technical difficulties in-game right now, you can see how it's intended to be. How when it's working and I don't make bugs, because I am very good at making bugs. So actually, a good place to showcase this would be right here, let's say. Between the Dead Marshes and the White Mountains, and the River Anduin. So we pump that. So you see here, we got the Dead Marshes, we got like Anduin, and we got the White Mountains. So as we load in here, we should be able to see these things. I was going to showcase some of the new Mordor stuff, because part of this, I don't know if I said this, is we have a bunch of new Mordor maps. We have, like, 5 new Mordor maps, something along those lines. A lot of them. We have a lot of new Mordor maps. So you'll be able to do all of your Mordor-y battles. And they'll all be amazing. There's only half of them were maps made for other places that I converted because I didn't have enough for Mordor. What? I didn't say anything. So now, coming in here, while it does say Battle of Moria, that is something I actually need to work on. I should write that down. I need to figure out. Say no DE Trooper from 1212, fix that. Sorry. Make a big old X on the map a ring. So, here we have it. As you guys saw before, we have... So here we have it. As you saw before, where I selected that battlefield. We have, if we zoom, look on the horizon. Marshes. Dead marshes. So, here we have the Dead Marshes on that side, and the River Anduin there as well. I believe you might be able to kind of make it out. It's a bit thin at this section of the map. Then over here, the White Mountains, which honestly look a lot better in this version than they did in the last. Oh, they're a bit low poly. Let me see if I can't change that in my settings. Graphics. Custom. No, everything's on max quality. Make the big X on the map a ring. That's a good idea. I should talk to someone in the UI section. But so we can see here, in the distance there, the White Mountains. And if I were to toggle over to Edoras, the map might be missing right now due to those bugs I was talking about. But City Assault, jump over to Edoras. Oh, Edoras is there. Okay, nice. Edoras is working. So this will show you the real power of the dark side. Sorry, what? I mean, the real power of this tool. So you'll notice Edoras is a bit off-center. That's another bug I need to fix. It's buggy. Well, that's why I still got, like, you know, that's why we're going mid-December. It's buggy. Gotta fix the bugs. Yeah. This is the copyright-free songs. I turned off the music. That was just Mayron's track. Dale versus Dale at Edoras. That makes sense. Sure. Oh, the river should be fixed in this version. I think. So, as we load in here, you guys can see. Those mountains are a bit close. I want your opinion on this, chat. Is that mountain too close to Edoras? We got Edoras here. Oh, sweet! The rivers line up now. Fuck yeah. So as you can see, some of the things that we do with this. There's not a big water border around it like there are on a lot of our current maps. And, well, jank, the rivers kind of line up. I need to fix that up a bit. And here we have Edoras with the White Mountains in the background. But yeah, as I was just saying, chat, what do you think? This mountain too close to Edoras?
That looks awesome. I haven't seen it yet.
Well, this mountain right here, I think, is a bit too close. It's like literally right at. So we can see right here. Oh yeah. The tiles are literally connected. Yeah, I should probably move that. So as you guys can see, we've got the Edoras tile right here, and then we have these rivers coming off of it, which you guys can see connected here. River 1, River 2. And is Dunharrow working? No. But, as you can see, there's a massive gap there where Dunharrow should be. But that does go to show that's where Dunharrow will be. So you'll be able to see Dunharrow from Edoras, and vice versa. That'll be very nice. And so yeah. Oh, is it very close? Then I can actually bring the mountains closer in some places. So actually looking at this right here, I probably want to take this mountain right here. Control C, Control V. No, that wouldn't work quite right there. But if I could find something to fill that gap right there, it would be perfection. So as you can see, this is what this PNG, this picture is. It is dynamically taking from here to there. It is, and so what is done here directly affects what's over there. I'll sort that out later. So, conceding defeat. I think, sadly, most of our... Actually, let's see if the Barrow Downs maps... No, I didn't put those on yet. Shit. Lynn, here, are you working? No, but... I can showcase some of the stuff I did right outside of Lynn here. So, outside of...
Morgul Vale yet?
Let's see if Morgul Vale... Morgul Vale might... Let's see if Morgul Vale's working. Just as I said, some of the maps. No, Morgul Vale's also not working. But it's nothing like you did. It's just that glitchiness. I messed something up. So as you can see, this area of Gondor around Lynn here, I did a bit of extra detail work on just the other night, just for a bit of fun, just to sort of experiment and see where we detail stuff. So when we load in, we should see some farmland, some rivers, some roads, some lower, flatter plains, and a bunch of foresty bits. So, if all this is translated properly, that's what we should see. Alright, let's see. Well, I got broken Gondor farmy bits, so I think most of the custom tiles are currently borked. But that's okay, that makes sense. I've got a road, I've got a river, I've got hills, I've got plains, and I've got woods. Pretty damn nice, if you ask me. These forests are a bit sparse. Now, this is meant to be a kind of denser forest. I'll have to take a look at that. So yeah, Lynn here is supposed to go right there, but it's currently bugged. So, I want your opinion on something, chat. What we just looked at right there, that didn't feel very foresty to me. I guess you guys also don't find that very foresty. So what I want to know, if that's not really foresty, what should we do to get that be a bit more foresty? Alright, because where should it be foresty? It should be foresty. Right here-ish. Yes. Is this good forest? So this right here, as you can see, around the mountains, I put some particularly dense forests. So now we can see, I was just looking around over by the White Mountains. We'll translate into a battlefield there. Nice. Okay, I'm a fan. Oh, yes. Very fan. Very much a fan. So a battle near the foot of the White Mountains. And remember, this is all being dynamically generated. In a bit, actually, I'll show you how. It needs a lot more farms. Yes. If you notice that there was a bunch of areas missing, those were all the farms that were broken, because I broke them on accident. So the greenness is determined via the climate, which I haven't touched yet. But I was just mainly looking at tree density. If this is the densest forest, we might need to make some more. Yes. All of those open spaces, you can see, at least in this area right here, we've got farms. There's a valley right here, so farms can't really... Yes, if you play Gondor, you can attack the elves. No problem. Anyone can fight anyone, anywhere. Yeah, so here we have... and also, just to show, you can do battles here. This is all dynamically generated, and it works just like this was a normal battlefield. I can ride my boys through here, through the woods and stuff. I got a unit of Rohirrim regions. And so, just like if this was a custom-made battle map or anything else, I can play here. I'm not able to walk on this stone because it's a cliff. It's all as it should be, so to speak. And remember, this map wasn't custom made to look gorgeous. This was made purely by the dynamic generation and how it works throughout the mod, the game. So, and all of this area, everything you see here, we could play on. In a moment, we can go over there, that little pass between those two mountains, we could play there. That hill over there, we could play there. It just depends. That's why I particularly love this feature. That's quite a steep hill. Damn. Oh, hey, Caltrops. Thank you for giving away your permission? Position. Now I just gotta climb. So yeah, as you can see, all of them detailed in the full Total War style, but tons of variations stretching out as far as the eye can see. Forests, mountains, plains, everything. Also, in the prior version of this, one of the dev builds, it was very, the white mountains were very light. Not dense, and they were really light. Just sparse, and like you could see from Rohan to Gondor, and it really didn't work. So I'm much more happy with this variation, with this new version. Aha, die catapult. So yeah, we have everything here. So yes, this map is a direct replica of the campaign map. So here is the battle tile map. And if I open this right here, map. Here is the campaign tile map. That's not the battle tile map. Battle tile map, campaign tile map. Of course, there's some differences between them because some of the things are different. Some of the things I've changed. I've done edits on one where I haven't done them on another. But yeah. 1, 2, 1. Why does this one feel low? Oh, because I'm zoomed out. Like, the rivers are the exact same because I copied the rivers from one to the other. The coasts are the same, all of it. It's all the same. I actually want to check out what this area down here looks like. Excuse me. Yes, that is something I just was remarking on a moment or two ago, that I need to do that, and I know who knows how to do that. I don't know how to do that, but I know who knows. So now for a bit of different scenery. We have down here, down near Umbar, Umbar's a pretty sweet place. I'm sad the map had to go. So here we are, down by Umbar. Actually, I feel like this is too dry. Because where are we? We're right here. Umbar's there. This was all the way out there. I don't know. But, so it's not just one region, it's across the whole map. Here we are down by Umbar. You can see the roads there going through the sand. The rivers here. The big desert outcroppings. All mapped, all here. So all there. So anything else I want to check out? So there's one more thing, I think, that I want to show before. Yes, rivers can have multiple crossings. There's specific kinds of crossings, actually. There's bridge crossings, fjords, land bridges, all of it. Yes, I believe that would be fully feasible. Let's take... Okay, so it seems that the Dale map's missing. But we should be able to see here the Long Lake and sort of get a bit of a gist for how those things are spread out. Speaking of tropical forest, we do. Far Harad is a tropical forest. Okay, where's the Long Lake? Oh no, is Long Lake broken? No, Long Lake's broken. Oh, I was going to show you guys Long Lake, but... Oh, no, Long Lake isn't broken. Oh, yeah, because I used to have that sailable. In a prior version, Long Lake was sailable, which meant that it, like, had big cliffs. But... This is... It's borked. Also, this whole region's kind of borked because I messed a few things up here, but just imagine it in your head. Dale goes there, Misty Mountain goes there, Lake Town goes there. All three of them within clear sight of each other. Gonna be one of the coolest places to do battles. So speaking of river fords. There's one more map I want to see if it worked or if I borked it. Oh, I borked it. Damn it. Okay. I was going to show you guys real quick the fuck. I was going to show you the Fords of Eisen, but they're borked. So I can't. And that's really sad. Speaking of Fanghorn, someone was mentioning Fanghorn in Mirkwood. Let's take a look real quick at what those two look like. So over here, I click on Mirkwood. Loading. I get Forest! Mirkwood! Forest! Yay. Yes, some of the rivers are sailable. Indeed. So, another thing, as I was saying, this doesn't feel like Mirkwood. This is a nice forest, but this ain't Mirkwood. So, we probably will be making new maps for these type of things, but probably not in this update. But see, Mirkwood, forest. Maybe not as foresty as it could be, but still forest. You can grow them. They can expand and grow and whatnot. Okay, so I'm going to exit that didn't want to do that. Mirkwood under heavy deforestation. Agreed. Indeed. Change pack file type. Movie. So what I'm doing right now is I'm moving around some things in this pack file here so that we can load it up in the editor and do a few things. Ooh, I'm out. My throat's parched. So right now is a great time to ask any questions you have while I'm transitioning between two things.
Someone asked one question about enlarging Minas Tirith with like the building slots and whatnot. Do you have an answer for that? Because didn't we talk about an idea for Isengard that would work for that?
Well, do you mean visually? Or
yeah, I think the battle map like with row upgrades to a larger
well, do you mean visually or do you mean just like having more slots and whatnot? Because both can be done. Both are possible. There will be more slots and stuff. And what's up with Mordor maps? I messed them up. I probably put a 0 where I was supposed to put a 1. Not literally, but something like that. I messed up something somewhere. So they're not showing up right now. Stuff like that happens. It's not the rarest. Load this up real quick. It's gonna take a second. But yep. Cities like Minas Tirith, Pelagir, big cities, small cities too, all have growth. Oh, visually, yes, they do. They will. Because that is done via a slot system, where, like, each sort of one of those growths, you could say, has its own, like, asset that's positioned there using some of the more advanced binary style code that the tool that has been work in progress and is nearing completion addresses. And actually I'm going to show you guys all some of that stuff to show you how close we really are to being able to make the campaign map full. Will there be any underground maps? Yes. Moria. All underground. Much to the despair of Alec, who had to do all of it. How many types of trolls? That's a good question. I don't know how many types of trolls.
I can think of 3 immediately.
Cave
trolls, Olokai, and snow trolls.
Oh, there you go. 3.
I'm sure there's maybe 1 or 2 more, but there's at least 3. And like each troll on each faction may be considered a different type of troll, like a Dolgur troll is going to be different from a Mordor one.
Yeah, some different stats and whatnot.
Yeah, and like armor, I don't know if like biologically they are. I have no idea. But
yeah. So
there will be several.
Loads.
Visually different.
Mm-hmm. You know, Alec, I'm wondering, how many likes do you think we need to reach to showcase the little something special and tall that we were talking about the other day? If you remember, if you know what I'm referencing.
There's a lot of tall things in this game, but is it something that we did in like 5 minutes?
No, not that. Oh, hey, look,
Just try and get it to like, I mean, we got quite a bit.
Yeah, no,
So
I'm
if
not
we
just
get it to
thinking.
like 240 maybe?
Alright, I like the sound of that. Maybe something special
Yeah,
at
there you go.
240.
Yeah.
See,
I don't want to make it like impossible to get to. Let's get to 240. I don't even know what you're talking about, so I want to see it too.
so here, actually, it seems that, what's it called? Not Minas Morgul, Morgul Vale. God, is it still, am I still on? I'm still here?
Yeah,
Oh,
you're good.
okay, yeah. I'm just so concerned by the fact that, like, because I have my little window here that showcases that on my streaming page, and whenever it buffers, I get terrified. Because that's one of the signs of it breaking. So here is actually, this one for whatever reason didn't show up in game. I think I know why. It's a little bit of a glitch that I need to fix. This right here is the Morgul Vale map. It's currently facing the wrong way, but we can remedy that. Hey, over here, this right here is the map for the location of Karas Eilith. Right over here. Its farmlands are currently missing because I borked stuff. I broke stuff. Yeah, I need to fix some of this stuff. But you guys can see, while we have all of these maps here, is this right here is the editor for this, where we can look around at all of the different parts, but we can also zoom in, so far, that we have these texture qualities of the actual battlefields. So as I said, this is that tapestry of everything stitched together. This right here, as you can see, is that tile map that I was showing you guys, that we work on, that we make, that I edit in Photoshop.
One more like. They want to get it to 250.
250 actually sounds better than 240.
Yeah, I didn't. I'll strive to be reasonable.
But
We're at 240.
so here we have all this different stuff, and it's all strung together here, and we can see all the different little things. So coming over to here, here's the Anduin and its saleable sections. Where's Lynn? Okay, so Lynn here's working over here. It's just stuff being troublesome. Okay. And then, so Anuland should be...
Nick's gonna join.
Oh, Nick's gonna join, alright. Okay, and here is another one. This... How am I blanking on its name? What's its name? Alec, you made it.
What's the...
Long Gallon.
Here?
Here's Long Gallon. We have another one here. And then over here
That looks like one here.
is
Oh wait, this ring's
Analog.
behind.
See, we've got all of these different settlements all across the map. We've got the mountains, and you can see, where is it that we were when we were looking at the mountains and stuff? We were right here. We could see the gap, I believe it was right here between these two places. We were looking at all the stuff right here. I think I had my cavalry right here, I think. Yes. See, look guys, right exactly here. This is where we were in game. I had my cavalry come here. I was showing you guys that my cavalry couldn't come up over this cliff. And I ran up here. And right around here, I think, near the peak of the hill, there were some caltrops and a catapult. And then if I pan over here to Edoras, you can see, here's the mountain that I was wondering if it was too close. Here's Edoras. There are the rivers. There's the river going all the way in. What's up with this texture? I'll have to figure that out. Coming right over here to Dunharrow. So you can see, you're playing over here at Edoras. You can see Dunharrow in the distance. But it's a bit borked in game right now where some maps aren't showing up because I messed something up. Here's the Dead Marshes. It has some problems with it. What in the world is this one? Oh, I haven't seen that map before. But yeah. So this is said tapestry of things. Oh, Dale should be working. Oh my god, that's just working itself.
Hello, Nick.
Hey. So yeah, over here, this is where Dale should be. Long Lake is broken. Lots is broken. I break a lot of stuff when I add things.
Me too.
Yeah, it's far too easy to do. Okay, so 2 more.
What we're like.
One more like. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Over here, we've got all the stuff. So this really is the tool. And for those of you who may have heard before, oh, but all the editing isn't possible. It's because this tool, which is one of the key features behind it, key things needed, in the past hasn't worked. I and some other modders, mainly me, I don't want to take too much credit for this specific thing though, spent almost a year, a bit over actually, getting this stuff to work, doing changes, messing around, figuring out methodologies, workflows and whatnot, to get all of this to work. But yeah, so questions. Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ, there's a lot of questions. Okay, will there be pop growth and how will it affect different races? I believe there will be pop growth. I'm not necessarily the person to ask that question, but if you want to ask that on our Discord, actually no, Maestro's not on currently, he's on leave, so there will be pop growth and it will have there will be pop growth kind of things, and it will be different for different races because every race has their own features, and different overall features are melded specifically in different ways for different races. All right, we're at 250. So I am going to start getting that up real quick while I answer some more questions. And I'm not sure about you guys, but what are some of the factions you are most excited about to add to the game or are still excited about? Sorry, I butchered that, but I know what you mean. I'm excited for Arnor. I like the little hobbits. I'm excited for hobbits. Hobbits are cute. They're fun. How does the underground maps take landscape? I'm not quite sure what you mean by that. The underground maps are all fully custom, and we've had to do special stuff involving assets, jank, and black magic, and selling our souls. Not that last one. The other ones, though. Kind of black magic. To get it to fully work and be underground. It was a lot of work, but we really hope it pays off. Will we get Goat Riders? No. If unit models can be ported between games, yes, we have talked about it, but it likely won't happen in regards to porting over to Troy. Another question with progression of general skills. Can you answer that real quick, Alec? Some of the other ones?
Sure.
I need to...
Yeah. So the core of this announcement has been about the tile map update, which will be coming. We're really hopeful will be coming out before the end of this year. That's not a lot of time left. Which is going to be a big map-focused update, including Moria as like the main piece, and we'll see what else we can get in there. There'll be a lot of remakes of older maps that will definitely be in there as well. We got some other things we're working on that are very exciting.
Alright, so I also see more questions. And guys, I am getting the 250 likes thing up. That's what I'm doing here while I'm just answering the questions. I just need to get everything in its place. The question about the progressions of general skills. Is it like Attila with gravitas and skills, or is there a unique new set of skills with different attributes? I'm not sure. There will still be skills. I don't know if we're making changes to them. But there will be something. Something will be there. I don't know what it is, but there will be something. Do you guys know if a population system will be implemented into the mod similar to 1212? I feel like we had like a big discussion about it, and I think we decided no population system, or we decided that we'll address it again later. But I'm not sure. I don't know if one is planned. Will there be a remake of the Battle of the Five Armies map? Well, I believe Battle of Five Armies will either be made into a submod or a separately accessible map outside of the Battle tile map. But you don't really need a Battle of the Five Armies map, because you can just play, on Dale and Erebor, because they are now both there together on the map. But, of course, for the specifics of the Battle of the Five Armies, I do think we are keeping the old one as sort of like just an auxiliary that you can play on for the specifics of it.
There is plans to make a historical battle of that.
Yes.
You could actually line up where people are to make it much more of a true battle instead of just like a line battle with the AI that's annoying.
And for those of you who don't really know what historical battles are, think of them like missions. They're a lot more like missions with scripted units coming in, units going to places, special generals and whatnot. So now as I get this up, as we've actually reached 260 likes, amazing, guys. I think this is like the most we've ever gotten on a video or a stream. Also some of the best viewership we've ever had. I'm aiming this up. It's loading. We get to see something very special. This is an asset. I know it was textured by Hagnaz. I don't know who modeled it. But I love the asset. And it's really strong. The Mumakil we currently have in the mod are baby Mumakil. They're not full grown yet. You gotta give them some time to grow up. We couldn't really get full grown Mumakil. They're like really expensive and like, you know, there's tons of more stuff you gotta do with like shipping big Mumakil. So we got baby Mumakil instead. But you know, you'll have to wait for them to grow up a bit. So, we've been talking about the battle tile map a bunch. But the stream is called Rise of Mordor Campaign Tile Mapping. Who wants to see a bit of campaign stuff? Here, we have the campaign map. Ooh. You know, with all the staples that I've shown time and time again for hype and whatnot. Blackgate, Mount Doom, Mordor, Sea of Nirn, all this stuff able to be played on in the campaign map. And so, as I said, both the battle tile map and campaign tile map go hand in hand and use sort of the main core tile features. But this right here is the campaign map. All of the fun stuff. The White Mountains, the different assets and whatnot everywhere. All of this stuff of the tile map. And then something that's a bit new and very nice and lovely and interesting and menacing and has a host. What's the line? Here is our campaign map Isengard asset. This will be the asset for the Isengard settlement. While I currently only have it as a prop here, due to a few things that need to be done to get it as a settlement fully in game, here it is. This is our Isengard prop.
Oh, my stream's just not getting to it. It looks awesome.
Yep, here's our Isengard prop. We got all these little details here. I spent a while doing these little detail mine things. I'm happy with it. So yep, here is our Isengard stuff. I just realized the music stopped. I'm bad at remembering that the music stopped. I'm going to put that back on. And I will be back in a minute, guys. I'm going to go do something real quick. I'll be back in a minute. And then we're going to start doing some work. So it's what's called development as well. Campaign and development. Gotta get both of those in there. Can't be clickbait. Alec, or mods in the chat, if you guys can answer any questions while I'm gone, I'll be back in a minute.
Okay, I can monologue about the Balrog.
Yeah, do that. Or talk about the development of Moria, the steps you went through for it.
Oh, okay.
All the
So Moria has taken the team a very long time, but that's because most of it has been learning. Like, we have redone stuff, we have learned how to do walls finally. We're doing a bunch of special buildings that are going to be like very unique that haven't been in Total War yet. And we're finally coming to an end. There's like 2 buildings that are almost finished, and then I can finish the maps. We can test it and get it out for y'all. And so from here on out, we have already learned everything that we've been learning in Moria, so we can produce things faster and better, and it's very exciting. I don't think the Balrog, unfortunately, I don't think we'll get it, because it's taken us years to do trolls, and unless we can make a janky reskin troll, it's unfortunately a rather small thing in the films, kinda. You know, it's just one thing in one area, and after trolls it's gonna be rewards, so I don't know if we could ever justify putting all that time into Balrogs.
Okay, I'm back. You didn't bore them to death already, did you?
No, I don't know. I haven't seen the reaction yet.
So, Alright. Here we are, I'm back. Oh, I just remembered my placeholder statues of Zeus here for the, what's their names? For the Auroros Guardian guys, whatever. I just remembered how silly they look. You know, I'm so very happy with how Gondor's looking and everything.
Someone asked a question that I also want to know.
Oh, what is
the
the question?
The beacons of Gondor on the White Mountains. Okay, guess you
Let's
would know.
just say that I've had more than one conversation with the scripting genius of DE Trooper over at 1212 on how to do them. Let's just say I've had more than one conversation with him about the perfect way to do them. That's what I'll say. Also, you guys can kind of see, just looking at this part of it, at the campaign version, why we cut the east from this update. There's nothing here. I've barely touched it. So yeah, with that done, there's two things to do. First off, let's take a look at some of those Mordor maps. As well as, let's get detailing. I put out that poll a while back. Let's see what people's responses were. That's the question about the 9. I don't really do much with units, so put it in suggestions on our Discord. Put that there, and someone will take a look at it and see what to do. If each change to be made.
I think there is some plans to boost them a little bit. There's a lot of talk about giving them the ability to like shatter morale, like an active ability. I don't know if that led to anywhere though. I just know that people were debating about it.
So actually, I've just been reminded of something else. So, some of you may have heard, I've even said it during the stream and past streams, there is a second part, another part to the campaign map, the AI stuff, which is what has taken us so long to work on, and that we've had to, a group of brilliant modders and programmers have had to spend multiple years working on to get ready to be able to not just have it visually look like Middle Earth or whatever, or what Game of Thrones, Witcher, whatever you might want, but to also get it to technically be like that, so that the AI, the units, and whatnot will all respond to that. So, this is a clip. I actually recorded this helping out someone from the game Warhammer. From Warhammer 2 Total War. This has no audio, right? Yeah. So if I bring this up right here, you can see this right here is the base game. I've got my dude here, Grimgor Ironhide. I've got this river right here, this big sailable river. Or bay or something. I'm trying to get my dude over here to Makorica, or whatever it's called. I can't. I'd have to, like, sail or something, or walk around. Because there's no way through there. That's just how it is. Look at my agony here, trying to figure out. I'm like, well, declare war, how do I do this? And then in the end, I just have to walk around. But, here's the thing. With the power of modding and years of work, you two can make Grimgor into Jeebus. So as you can see, there's now a land bridge there. This was one of the new things that they've been working on. The ability to add land bridges, which is when you're able to cross large bodies of water. Adding editability to those into the tool and into the game. So what you can see just there is that they edited the AI pathfinding hexes, so that now, in this little test pack, Grimgor or whoever could walk across the land bridge that's there. That was not there before. Just a little bit of an update on the current state of the AI tool. You know what, now that I think about it, it would have been a really good idea to show that while I was loading the stuff that I need to load. Alright, I'm also going to get those holes up. Alright, let me reload this, see how many responses we got. 15, nice. So, as we load this up here, more question time. I answer all the questions. Or maybe I try and figure out how to get OBS working again. No, Lucky Storm. Anyone and everyone is able to go to war with anyone else. People are able to fight everyone else. Though there will be some scripts to encourage evil to fight good, good to fight evil, vice versa, not to fight each other. No, we take all of our ideas either from the base source material or from our own custom concepts. So I actually have not looked at that yet. I don't plan on it either. So as this loads, so that we can take a look at a few of the Mordor maps that have been made, so that you guys can see some of the stuff that you'll be battling on. I was going to show it to you in game, but I broke it. How did I break? Oh, I know how I broke it. I know what I did. Yeah, I know what I did. I know what I messed up. I borked something. So, I actually want to open downloads battletime.psd. Okay, so over here, I was thinking about this mountain before when we were looking at it in game, that I need to find something to stick right there. No, that's not going to work. Well, this is open, so I don't have to deal with that right now. No, our two teams are separate. While some members do talk with each other sometimes, help each other out, but, modders helping each other out and whatnot, we don't specifically work with them on anything. As a Rise of Mordor does not work with 1212. Members from each team, yes, but the two overarching teams do not work together like that. So, a few of the maps that we have here. First off, Barrow Downs. I won't show all of these, because I want there to be some surprises left for the update. Can't spoil you guys. So right here, this is our 8x8 Barrow Downs map, made by Nick, who's here in the call. This is a remake of the old version, fully new, redone version, which I like more. It's very nice and good and cool. So here we have Barrow Downs. Very nice and spooky. Look at the mist. The mist is gonna eat your troops. Is that a thing we could do? Like, make it so that if you put your troops in a particularly sketchy forest, only like half of them come out? I feel like that's something... Alex, do you know if, you can make attrition almost kind of in battle areas where units
if we could make, predetermined traps, then possibly. What
do you think of that, chat? Predetermined trapped areas. Like, if you put your troops in a particularly sketchy-looking area of spooky, dark... Oh, wow, that is pretty spooky. Of spooky, dark, misty forest, some of your troops are going to get hit. I feel like that should be a thing. We are planning one more dwarf faction, at least at the moment. That is the Dwarves of Edred Luin. So that would give us multiple dwarf factions. Ooh, lower morale, that could be nice. Yeah, here's some of the Karens. That's the right word, right? Karens? Alright, so then we've got some of the Mordor mountains here. We might Sculvian Bones. That specifically has been talked about before, but as of right now, I won't really say anything to that because it was more so put off for a later date of discussion. So here's one of our Mordor mountains. You know, you can do all your fighting at the bottom here. Clang, clang. Actually, well, this would be mainly off map. But yeah, this is one of them that I made. I can't remember if I made any of these on stream. I don't think I did. I think I made these all on my own. I know I made the brushes for them. But so you guys can see some of our Mordor stuff here. Just showcasing some of the new maps. And then we've got these various new Mordor battle maps. So we've got the basic Mordor plains, and then we've got 3 special Mordor maps. Here's number 1. This is Mordor Crags, I believe. Well, no, this is Mordor Pass, I think. Another sort of blending in there with the plain, with the more Mordor plains, but here giving you elevation and whatnot to fight on. This one's also by Nick. All of these are by Nick except for the last one, I think, on this show. Mordor Plains, A-B. This one is another one of our Mordor variations. This was actually originally like a Rohan Wold version, but then I realized we don't really need that. It could work better over here as a Mordor map. So some of these little weird white, like light outlying areas, this is because there's an asset that's supposed to be here that I don't have working properly in my current pack, I think. Something like that. So, you guys want to see some of the siege maps? We can show those. I was gonna start working on some of the detailing, but we can keep showcasing stuff. It is an update announcement anyway. So we've got some more Mordor maps. So we've got, a lot of them are very flat, sort of open stuff, but with different variations in their terrain to, oh god, what have I done? To add more spice to it, you know. Well, different places that you have to maneuver your troops. And so this one, some of you guys might find familiar. This is what was Eastmet, but with a little bit of changing, this has become Mordor Crags. We've done this with a few different maps, Mordorifying them, input maps that we didn't really have that much of a use for left in their current states with the new battle tile map. But so here, we have Mordor Crags. So some of the sieges we have, upcoming in the update, I'll show you guys. Karis Ilith.
Hey guys, I'm back.
Hey.
Hi Nick. I'll show you guys.
You are missing some Mordor cliffs.
Yeah, I think I might be. I'm not sure. I'll have to.
Yeah, they were missing.
Well, actually, I think some of them had been like, and this might actually have been because I was missing assets. It felt like they were hovering, so I had to move some stuff down. But I think that could also just be like the floating asset bug.
Pack.
I thought I had the most recent one. I took the one that you posted in files, but. So here.
I'm gonna be posting a new one tonight, by the way.
Oh, all right, nice. So here's one of the siege maps we're adding. Karis Ilith. I'll just give you guys a quick little look around. And Strong Mercenary isn't here right now, but everyone tell him, you see him, this is my favorite part of this map. It's this absolutely amazing little stream that just like comes down the side here. It's a little tiny stream and it just empties out into this little damn pond and like it falls back and forth and I just love it so much. It's just so nice and small and stream and I love it. Anyway, I just wanted to point that out because it's my favorite part of this map and I adore it.
It's a very nice map, Strong.
Yeah, that's great.
So yep, and then we've also got some of these things. These didn't work for whatever reason when we were in game, but I know some of you guys were talking about Farmland. Here we've got some of the farms. I will show you guys one of the different variations. These were made by Nick as well. So these are like Gondor farms and villages. Harad stuff is not being worked on. Might seem a bit flooded. Oh, so actually, Alec, this is what I was talking about. A lot of the maps for the base, like farms and whatnot, have sections which appear to be underwater, but then in game they're not. They're just below zero in large areas and places, such as this one. Because remember, these ones Nick just switched around most of the assets for. So this is what I was talking about with Isengard.
Okay, I gotta wait for the stream to catch up to see it.
Because I think we can do it just fine. I'm not sure what it is that the setting is made.
I remember Victimize saying that something with the height map, I think, removes the water.
Alright, I
But
can...
it would be really difficult for me to, like, work when I can't see what I'm doing.
Well, I mean, Wilbies, you can just... Well, with the pits, can't you just zoom under?
Well, if the pits are a model, then I can just slap it in there. We'll see.
Right. We'll see with that. But yeah, so, you know, Gondorian farms. When you're fighting around here, you'll get to kill Gondorian peasants. Fun. So anyway... On the round wall models, the round wall models are done. They're actually in a few maps, but I'm not going to show them right now.
Yeah, I think they were all finished. I don't remember if there's supposed to be a gate or not, but
I think they're all finished and done up.
That I never saw.
So now, time for a bit of work stuff on this. So, I have had this survey out. And I have a list of different locations people want to do battles in, and what people find good with battles. So, what we're going to start off with is detailing the region of Dol Amroth. We don't have the map in here yet. I teased this a bit earlier. We will have it, but it's not there right now. But that doesn't mean we can't detail it up, schmooze it up a bit. Schmooze, smash, blah, blah. I know how to speak.
There might be some elven settlements slightly behind scenes getting some work done. Kinda. Maybe.
No? What?
There was like, I mean, we've like talked about it. We've seen like one thing, but no.
Oh,
The
right,
real
right,
answer
right.
is no, but it has been talked about. But I'm gonna pull a Bilbo after I escape the cave. I'm gonna get over to Tyre at a certain place, hopefully.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So,
What I'm doing right here is, so, as I was saying before, with the White Mountains and other places, the version that I had in already made up from a previous edition of this was very loose in a lot of places, and it just didn't feel like mountains. It just felt like freestanding mountains, not ranges. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just bringing a lot of these together and just making it more dense, so to speak.
yeah, the round walls are working. Like they're all finished. You just get on the walls, siege them. I don't think you can destroy them.
I think Vic made the destruction models. I think.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, I never really got to work with them because I've just been stuck in a cave for like since June.
Yeah.
I have them in the packs.
Oh, do you? Where to fit? It's playing with Legos. Gotta get the puzzle pieces to fit together just perfectly. And to make it all good.
Does anyone know what Ed Helland is?
Oh,
I'm gonna get
and
flamed for not knowing.
I'm not sure.
It's an ancient harbor in southern Gondor.
You mean where? I don't think that's one of the planned Gondor settlements.
It's by Dol Amroth.
No, that is not planned then. Dol Amroth is the only real city in that region.
Well, there you go.
Sorry if that made anyone a bit dizzy there. I clicked it out a few times a bit too fast. In regards to what for the weather, if I might ask? Because there are plans for weather, but what exactly are you inquiring about with the weather? Because there are multiple plans for multiple things for multiple weather. Wait, that doesn't make sense. What did I say? Words. Words are hard. Words be hard, yo.
Oh, he meant to say Weathertop.
Oh, Weathertop?
Yeah, I'm assuming so.
I don't currently know what the plan is for Weathertop.
I think it's just a land battle,
Yeah,
be my guess. I mean, I think any location...
but Weathertop
Yeah,
hasn't been
yeah.
done or anything yet. Nothing's
Yeah,
been
nothing.
done for Weathertop.
Nothing in Mordor that's been touched.
What?
Look at the most recent question.
And you see who it's from, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. When is
Yeah, no, when is it? When is the
I-
release date, Jocks? When is it?
I think it was what, like this Friday? It's already out.
The joke is that is our team lead, or one of them, who's actually the one who, outside of Rise of Mordor, is in charge of all of those fun, technical, mastery, wizard skill things, like what I was showing you guys earlier with Warhammer. That's all him. So he's being funny man. And succeeding.
Jesus.
What?
Someone said their prediction of the release date is 2030.
I feel
I
offended.
swear to God. So another question about the next update. I'm assuming it's just more people joining now. The next update's the tile map update, which is gonna have a ton of
Battle maps.
maps. The main focus will be Moria and a bunch of remakes and hopefully anything else that we can fit in.
And
But Moria-
also adding in dynamic land battles and
Yeah.
sea and naval assaults, port assaults.
Oh yeah. And unwalled villages.
Mm-hmm. All of those. Old 9 yards.
Possibly ambushes.
Possibly ambushes.
I remember I tried it and I didn't really
I
do it well at all.
I think I remember. I know what I need to do for those. I just need to work on it a bit. Oh, right, we did do that. You'd love a vacation in Mordor. Sure. Maybe that would be fun. Probably not. You'd probably hate it. You'd probably die. I guess you'd die having fun. There will be some new units in this update, but I'm not really talking about them today. Because I am the one who is leading the and doing the battle time map section, so that is what I am talking about, touching on today with this stream, and that is also the main focus of the update. Units are taking a bit of a back seat in this update. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just adding some sort of gradual forests as you get up to the mountains in Dol Amroth. The side isn't just mountain, forest. Yeah. Was there a question?
Unless you answered what was going on about a different culture.
Oh, you're very quiet.
Sorry, is this better?
Yeah.
When a different culture captures a settlement, like Gondor capturing an orc camp, will it change?
Yes.
Did you already answer that?
No, I didn't, but yes,
Okay.
that is...
Yeah,
it will
the
change.
answer is yes. So, like, hopefully. When, Mordor captures Minas Tirith, should be a different map.
A ruined Minas Tirith map, or
Yeah.
occupied. Right now I'm just adding in some farms around the Dol Amroth area because when I was just taking a look a moment ago at my little survey that I did on people's favorite spots for battles, where people think they're going to be doing lots of battles, Dol Amroth, that region specifically, was a big hot spot. So gotta give it all the flavor.
Vic said you're speaking nonsense.
What?
I don't know. I'm probably speaking nonsense too. I don't know about what though.
Speaking nonsense. I only spit in
Well,
I'm spitting
the
facts.
details of the settlement.
No,
depending on
we have culture settlements.
Well, I understand that can be done, but that's just because I was told that. Not that I've done any work on it.
I'm fairly certain.
Well, for sure, it's a lot of work, but we can do that.
Yeah, because you need to remake the map for each version, pretty much. You need to make a separate one for each.
No.
Well, not fully remake it, but
Yeah.
each one
Yeah, it
needs
wouldn't
a
be that hard
separate.
to you'd only be adding like probably a couple dozen assets. And I'm
Yeah, you
assuming
just
it'll
need
get
to
pretty
change
easy
it.
once we've done it a couple times. Me too, man. I'm changing all the settlements to evil. My guess it will be a change overnight. That's my guess.
It would be a change overnight. We wouldn't be.
No way I'm making 100 variations.
Yeah,
to
no.
Slowly lead into that. Because each turn is a month, so technically it takes a month.
No. And so I think I'm going to end up doing is focusing most of my stuff on this region, because like doing all of the little forests and hills over here in Linden, that's going to take for ages. So Linden probably, while in the update, is going to be a lot more scarce than, you know, the core region. Again, from here to here to here to here, whatnot. This is the main focus. So right now I'm just adding some more forests over here. I'll add more spice to places. Spice it up real nice. I need a mountain right there. This place should be more mountainous.
Hello, Vikings. Welcome.
Hello. Sorry for being a bit more quiet than I was earlier. One, my voice is now dead. Two, I'm just trying to focus more on my actual work that I had set out for the stream, which is this. I was going to
Thank you, lazy boy.
Thank-
Oh, without someone named Lazy Boy.
Yeah.
Was, yeah. It's a tile map update, Vikings. It's gonna be all about battle maps.
It's going to be a big
Moria.
tapestry of all the battles. So now I'm just adding more variations to these various forests. Making sure that it's not just all one type of tree or whatever. So each of these I'm placing down here. It's one of those battle maps like we were talking about before. Oh, shit. There we go with that. Very nice. And these little extra little bits that I'm just putting sticking out in certain places just allow for it to have a little less rigid of edges at the borders between different places. Just make it meld together a bit nicer, at least in my opinion. Okay, so this area's been detailed. I need to work on the mountains some, but that's for another time. So what I'm going to do is place mountains. I just said that I wasn't going to work on those right now, but Mordor mountains. This is a whole nother beast. So these right here are the custom Mordor mountains that I've made. And I have to place each one individually across the whole of Mordor. Which is fun. Not really, but you gotta do what you gotta do. I'm gonna see if I can't get this movie to work. Okay, well, so yeah, since we're gonna have a mountain pass there at the pass of the Morgul Vale right there. Yep. Can I just... Let's see, Control V. Can I just copy this whole set? I could just copy this whole section down. I am just going to copy this whole section down. Balrog is cool. He's a cool dude. I mean, well, he's hot, but, get it, because he's on fire. Ha ha ha. Funny. Funny, ha ha. Okay. I don't want to do more of that right now. I've got that. I'm going to move that. That's a bit too far out. You keep down here. Fuck. Go die in hole. There you go. Okay. So, with that temporarily out of the way, with that touchdown on. let me look back at my list of things. And we're probably only going to go for about another 30 or so minutes of streaming. We've gone for 2 hours now. Don't want to take too long. To stream for too long. So I see a lot of people want farmlands. So let's give the people what they want. Farms everywhere. Nick, your map will be the most played on. I actually wouldn't doubt that if tons of people play on the farmland maps.
I gotta get better at farms.
I
gotta get better at doing farms.
Yeah, well, what Nick did for it and what ended up working out really damn well was just sort of doing them based off of the
Vanilla.
just based off of the vanilla ones.
Yeah, I just took the Western farm and replaced all the Roman architecture with
It
Gondor
worked
ones.
really damn well.
Yeah, in my stream tomorrow, I'm planning on making the outside of Eric be a lot of farms instead of just an open plain. So.
Outside of which region?
Eric. I'm gonna remake Eric tomorrow.
Eric?
Yeah.
Wait, what map?
Eric. The Gondor city that's on wall.
Oh, Iraq. Yeah.
Oh. Is that how you say it?
That's how I say it.
Oh. Okay, well, I'm remaking that tomorrow on stream, hopefully. And,
Nice.
I'm gonna do farmlands in front of it instead of a giant green plain.
Yeah, I feel like we should maximize our farminess. Farms are cool.
Yeah, for sure you are going to need the prefab
Oh yeah,
on the farmlands.
Yeah, I have
a bunch
farm
of them.
prefabs, but if you have more, do send.
Well, I don't think I have more.
Oh, okay.
I have the one you have sent.
Oh yeah, I sent you the one. Yeah.
Really?
I don't have any more either, because I only did it on that one map that I was allowed to come out of the cave for a little bit.
Go back to cave.
Yeah. That was like in July.
It was a mistake to let you out. His
I gave
cave.
you a naval assault.
His cave, by the way, is Moria. He's been working on it for
6 months.
yes,
probably.
for a while. So that is the source of the cave jokes. Where's the letter 17? Right there. Hide. There we go. Oh wait, it does fit. Oh yeah. I just gotta fix this river over here. What I'm doing right now is, I think I already said this, but I put out a bit of a survey earlier to gauge interest in what kind of things people find interesting in maps. And a lot of people said civilian kind of agriculture things and mountain backdrops, which I completely agree with. Woods and mountain backdrops. So right now, I'm setting up a nice farm here by a river and a mountain up nestled in the woods. Perfect place for tons of bloodshed, if you ask me. or a nice vacation home. Either works. Bloodshed, vacation.
I'm just loving reading the chat. It's just still going on about the Balrog, and now, of course, the Dwarven Goat Cav has shown up.
Always.
Always.
I'll do it, boys. I'll make it in one night. I'll learn
Yeah.
animating in the day, and then I'll make it that night.
But it's going to be the quality of however much you can do in one night. We put the whole team on it, but just for one night.
Yeah.
And however it comes out, we stick with it.
I hate it when people ask about goats. Not because I don't want them, because it hurts me that was the official decision.
I mean, it
We
was
can't
made.
have them,
It
'cause
was
I
made
want them.
by a very.
But I'm not allowed to say I want them.
It was. We are. I want them too.
I know,
but
we all want them.
I think like half the team wants them. It's just that we're sticking with the. It's at this point. It's just for the meme.
Yeah.
It's if we did them, we'd break
We
the
need,
meme.
we need to all send the Peppy Riot emoji.
Yeah.
Zarin's holding us down, but we can overthrow him.
Indeed. He wants to oppress us. Okay. Okay, those are looking nice and thick. Alright. So getting this over to here. Oh, that's now under that. That's not good. That is though. Layer. Edit. There we go. And back to layer 23 real quick to touch that up. So now, folks, we have a nice mountain village nestled away. We have a nice village nestled away here for you to do all your battles in. See, we got a river. Oh, we should even put in a little lake. That will be the final touch, though. That'll be what makes it. So this will be perfect battle location. I'll even label it on the map. Scenic battle location. That's what it will be called when you try and search for it to do a battle there. Right, so I need a small lake. Like that. That's a small lake. Is that a double lake, though? No, a lake doesn't fit there. There is no lake. Why am I trying to put a lake? Why am I trying to put a lake where there's no lake?
Someone asked about custom generals for goblins. You know what I want that I think is more likely to be able to do is a rescan troll as the Goblin King.
Oh, that could be cool.
I think that would work, but I don't know how any of that shit actually works. But like they look very similar, so I assume it would. That would be awesome.
So it's Vanera. Nice.
Yeah. But if that's not a thing, then no goblins. It would just be probably like a random name, random looking general. It's just a goblin.
Yeah.
Bodyguard is going to be like a troll unit.
There's a tier 4 like bodyguard unit in general. It's very tough for goblins. Know that.
Yep. Okay. That looks pretty good. You'll be able to see a lot of stuff from there. Will hobbits consume more food per movement? I like that idea. Of course, we have to find some way to balance out the hobbits, or else they're just going to be too OP.
One Goblin King is dead, yes. But what about a second one? It's been like 60 years. The next Goblin King could be also really fat.
Yeah.
I just assume whoever becomes the king gets the eagle eye and just actually grows to their fullest potential, and the rest are so small because they're goblins and they are malnourished. That's my guess.
Yeah, that seems accurate. Yes. Earlier on, as a special thing for when we got to 250 likes, I showcased one of our first main ones of those, which was our Isengard campaign map model. I'll probably bring it up again at the end of the stream, just as a nice little finishing point for the stream, but not right now. No, this will be something that gets future updates as well. This is just our first version with the maps that we currently have, or are making for it, with specific key areas of interest detailed. There will still be large areas which are very much so just repetitive open hills and whatnot that I won't get a chance to detail. It's just this small area which I've been detailing now for a good while. It's still just a small area, and I'd already actually done a fair bit of work on it prior. So it takes a good bit of time to detail up areas, make them all fancy, schmancy. So it will be some time before it is all 100% complete. Hopefully that answers your question.
Yes, Osgiliath will have naval landings.
Yep.
For sure.
Osgiliath is right here, the sailable rivers, and up here at Cariandros.
That would be horrible if we didn't do a naval battle in Osgiliath.
Nah. Osgiliath is one city. A while ago, yeah, Osgiliath is one city. But here's the thing with Osgiliath. It is one city, and it's staying as one city, but I am open, we are open. All someone has to do is come up with a convincing enough argument for it to be two cities. Because still, I'm really the one who's the final say on that specific thing of Osgiliath. I'm not dead set on it being one city. Someone could still convince me. So if someone had a good enough argument for it to be, and listed it out well and properly, and sent it to me like in a message or something, or do a really damn good argument for Osgiliath to be two cities, and could counter my points, this is not something I am steadfast on. I am more than someone would be more than capable of convincing me to change it, but someone would have to go through the effort to convince me to change it. Because right now, I am of the opinion to have it as one, is I think that just like having that to Osgiliath often seems really janky, and it's always something I notice like in Third Age, and I just find it kind of jank. It's very much a personal opinion thing, so it is more than possible to convince me otherwise.
I think, for my plan at least, I don't know about what other people were thinking, but with one city,
No,
you
like
can still have the eastern section be the attacker spawn zone.
yeah, you can have
And
it so
technically,
that
the defending part's still only the western shore. Does that make sense?
you can have
Like-
it so that at all times you're attacking from like the different edge positions of the city, so that it still feels like two cities, but it's just one map, because having it as two maps presents a bunch of technical difficulties and challenges, which, as I said, unless someone provides a really damn good reason as to why to go through them, as to why to have to do it, I'm not going to take the time to go through all of it to get it to work. That's not possible, Philippus. That would be a great idea to do, but that's not possible.
So, okay, Galaxy made a cool point. If it's two cities and you're playing as Gondor, and like you fight the battle in the east, and then they take it, and then they have to seize the western part, that would be pretty cool. So it would always be two battles to take it.
Well, so a while ago we talked about something like in Rise of the Republic, how you have to do two different layers of sieges within it. If we could figure out how to do that we would do. So you have to siege one side and then you siege the other.
Splitting into two maps still sounds like pain, because we'll have a river split in half and a bridge
Well,
split in half.
it could be like the same map but with different deployment zones almost. Like,
yeah, if we could do it like that.
but I still think that I haven't been convinced yet.
I think regardless of what we do, it's going to be like the most fun map to play.
Oh, definitely.
If nothing else, just because of all the maps that surround it, that you'll be able to look at.
Yeah.
And it's actually going to be a unique playstyle, not just a fight at the walls and then kill the general by himself.
And that's one of the reasons why not to have it as like two cities, because then that would subtract from the uniqueness of its playstyle. So right now I'm just adding more forests to the mountains because it helps them feel more dense.
What are the Red Mountains?
Hmm?
Someone asked about the Red Mountains. There's a unit.
The Red Mountains are the mountains to the far east.
Okay.
And it's the reason why we're not including the Far East in this update is because I I'd barely touched the Red Mountains. And I didn't want to do all of it. Rune? Rune's gonna have the eastern biome. Or the Atlantic. It's gonna have the same one Russia has in the base game. I can't remember which one Russia has. It's gonna have the same as Russia. Okay, so I've just finished wrapping up on setting up the White Mountains based on some of the stuff that we were looking at in game, and setting up this sort of region right here, this super region between these like this Gondorian Heartlands region. And so I think I'm gonna start wrapping up the stream. We've been live for an hour and a half, 2.5 hours. I covered everything I wanted to cover. Did some stuff on camera. All of it. Got done everything I wanted to. Now I'm gonna go, like, sleep or something. Wait, I already did that today. Anyway. Thank you all for watching. Look forward to some more streams by Alec, actually, tomorrow night, I believe. Coming soon.
Yeah.
Make sure to catch them, watch them, like them, subscribe so that you know when they are. Or join our Discord. Join our Discord so that you can get further updates on and be the first to see announcements on the upcoming update, and so forth and so on. And yeah, thank you all for watching. And yeah, good night, good evening, good morning. I don't know. See you all. Bye.